when I work, I want to know that I'm creating value, and I felt that I would be able to do that at Mahindra. When I went on their website and I saw, how they focus on positive change and their whole RISE philosophy, it attracted me to them. So I think that was the main thing.
Mahindra has lots of different sectors, and that's an exciting prospect because I wasn't constrained to one path based on my experience and how I changed when I was in it, how I'm going to change when I'm in India.
So I wanted to have the opportunity to learn as much every day as I did when I was at school, and to feel pushed out of my comfort zone, to feel like I was gonna be discovering new things constantly, to have my perceptions changed, my perspective altered, things of that nature.
So after graduation, I wanted to do something exciting and different, and ideally do something abroad, but I also didn't want to sacrifice getting legitimate business experience. So I think that Mahindra offers you the opportunity to get both of those things simultaneously.
Living in Mumbai had its own draws as well. A major city, great nightlife, tons of different opportunities for travel, a lot of cultural sites nearby, and then also a lot of beaches not too far either. So it seemed like a great fit for everything.
I'd never been here before. I'd never been to Asia outside of the Middle East before. So I actually really didn't know what to expect. So I had very few expectations. So I landed at about 4 a.m. and got picked up from the airport by a very nice gentleman. And from there, it's just been a huge amount of sensory overload, a huge amount of information.
I remember on the whole plane ride over, I was pretty terrified. I was right above the clouds, and the pilot said we're just coming down into Bombay, and my idea of Bombay at that point was Indiana Jones and anything I had seen there. But as soon as I landed and Mahindra was present to pick me up, and we saw the apartment, and I met my roommates and saw how awesome they were, everything sort of fell in place pretty quickly.
With the GSO, I worked with the audit division and the IT division, as well as doing a general overview of Mahindra Group's portfolio, so looking at its group capital allocation, which businesses to invest in and which ones might need some reconsideration. So it was a good diversity of projects I was able to work on.
What I had to do really was analyze data to sort of plan for the delivery network. And I think that just seeing all the cost savings that were directly impacted by my work, I think that was amazing. Anytime I hear of someone saying, oh, I did this and we saved this much, I always wondered, would I ever be able to do that? But here was I, analyzing data and planning and restructuring, and it actually had impacts in terms of rupees. So that was great.
We've started looking at esports about 10 months ago. Esports, which stands for electronic sports, is essentially professional video gaming. At this point, esports is very much based in the PC and console gaming world. And what we're now building is a platform that allows you to stream and broadcast any kind of mobile game directly from your phone or tablet without any other technical assistance to any other kind of mobile device. We're also trying not only to be the broadcasting platform, but also start getting into organizing tournaments and leagues and sponsoring teams around the world. So we're very excited about that.
I like working with data, and I like thinking in an analytical way. So I got to work with Mahindra Finance, to be specific, on a project to help them to assess the risk for a customer who majorly in an organized sector and in rural India.
My work in the group strategy office has been, I think, very different for the reason that that all of my projects were with the risk team. The risk team is new at Mahindra. Its purpose is primarily to build a strong risk framework implemented throughout the group and inculcate a risk-aware culture throughout Mahindra's group companies. I helped in the third of those aspects.
The M&A division for Mahindra is responsible for all mergers and acquisitions needs, as well as a lot of investment banking needs for any Mahindra Group company. So it's over 130 different companies in 18 different sectors. I initially worked on a deal on an internal deal with the Mahindra Group company, looking at a potential acquisition target. However, one of our strategy initiatives has been to spin off an external business team. So that means turning the M&A division from a cost center of the Mahindra Group into a profit-generating team by taking 3 people, of which I'm one, and actually working with external M&A clients which means giving a client advisory to companies outside the Mahindra Group and generating revenues as part of the M&A team.
You know, my responsibilities increase each day, so it's nice to develop that sense of ownership as well.